If you have been dealing with anxiety for some time now, you know the frustration of how you have just overcome one anxiety symptom, or at least lost the fear of it, just for a new and more frightening one to pop up. In my 5 long years dealing with devastating health anxiety, I dealt with hundreds of different sensations that always surrounded one main symptom and one main worry. Let's say the heart, for example. But after a while and going through these intense fear cycles with some specific symptoms, getting them checked out and doing plenty of obsessive research on them, like reading other people's experiences with them, they somehow vanished or at least moved to the background for a while. I could somehow accept or came to terms with the fact that everything I was experiencing could actually very well simply be anxiety, just like everyone has told me so far. There could be a few relatively good days in a row, but then out of the blue I would get a twitch in a weird area where I've never experienced it before, I would get a nagging headache, slight numbness in my calves, or God knows what else. And it is exactly these small little things that threw me completely out of whack. I felt that headache, wondered what it could be, listened in to see if anything else was wrong. And there you go, there was always something else to double down my worries. And so now that headache evolved into the obsession and life's mission to figure out if I might have a brain tumor or be dealing with Lyme disease or whatsoever. It is this compulsion or habit that fuels the fire of inner tension and stress that ignites an ever-growing amount of symptoms. It does that by increasing bodily tension, pain awareness, alertness, and most and for all by keeping us hyper-focused on our physical state. And because we consciously worry about one main thing, or one main illness, let's say, we focus and search for sensations that will confirm our theory. And here's the thing, our body is pretty much one big pain and symptom producing machine. The months or even years of living with anxiety and our obsession with listening in has the effect that we can always find what we really pray and hope not to find. And this leads to catastrophic thinking and catapults us right back to square one, with seeking out doctors, research, and comfort seeking through reassurance. And the whole anxiety cycle begins anew. And for that reason, this is what you have to know and watch out for. Please listen carefully here. If you ever again feel like you came to terms with your diagnosis and symptoms, and get the feeling that you are able to accept them, well, that is pretty much the biggest step in your recovery. You have probably done that so many times before already. That is the acceptance part of the physical symptoms you have been experiencing. But it is the moments of setbacks, or what feels like changing sensations, that are decisive of where to go from here. Symptoms most of the time didn't actually change, but your fear and awareness of them most often did. So this is where you have to learn to take a step back and accept that anxiety as a whole will often shoot out moments of initial fear and worry. You are still highly aware and alert, and your nerves haven't come down yet. Accept and understand this, and don't let it drag you back to square one. The initial fear will feel overwhelming, but if you explain yourself what anxiety is, it can do, and sweep all physical and mental symptoms of anxiety under the anxiety umbrella, well, then you have the chance to maybe just step back one square and are not going all the way to square one. One step back, 2 forward. That is how anxiety recovery felt for me, and is going to be for many of you too. And to help you with this, go watch this playlist right here that would show you exactly how to make this possible.